welcome to each and every one of you gathered here today for the DeepTech Summit, a vibrant division of the esteemed DeepTech Naipunya Foundation. Our mission is to foster innovation by strengthening connections among key players in the ecosystem. This AI and Cloud Summit is a platform for knowledge exchange, dynamic discussions, transformative insights, and thought leadership in AI and cloud areas with multiple deep tech sessions, including thought-provoking and inspiring keynotes, engaging panels and discussions, and informative presentations from the technology experts across India. Without any further ado, it is my honor to invite our esteemed speakers to join us on the dais as we prepare to commence our inaugural session. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to each one of them as they take the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Mr. Sridhar Kosaraju, Chairman and Founder, DDNF, to the stage. A loud round of applause, please. Welcome, sir. Requesting Kamala to please welcome Mr. Sridhar. Please put your hands together to welcome Ms. Lakshmi Mukhavalli, President, ITAP. May I kindly request Anupama to extend a warm welcome to Ms. Lakshmi. Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Koti Reddy, CEO at PITA, to join us on stage. Requesting Anupama to please welcome Mr. Koti. Let's warmly and loudly welcome Mr. Anil Kumar, N2, CEO, APIS. Kamala, may I please request you to welcome Mr. Anil Kumar. Thank you, sir. Let us hear it for Dr. Suresh Bhatta, Additional Director, STPI, as he joins us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let us hear it loud for Dr. Ravi Shankar, IPS, Commissioner of Police, Visakhapatnam City, as he joins us on stage. May I please request Kamala to welcome Dr. Ravi Shankar, sir. Kalyanam Arogyam Dhan Sampada Shatru Buddhi Vinashaya Deep Jyotir Namostute, which translates to, may the light of the lamp bring auspiciousness, health, wealth, and the destruction of ignorance. I go to the divine light. Let us start the inaugural event by lighting the lamp to banish all the negative energies and bring light and energy into our lives, for which I would like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar, IPS, and all our esteemed dignitaries on the dais to please do the honors. Can we please have the candle presented to the esteemed dignitaries? Photo opportunity with the lamp, please. Thank you, everyone. As we start the inaugural session, I would like to humbly request all the speakers to please be mindful of the time span allotted to them, so that we can just ensure we are on time. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite Mr. Sridhar Kosaraju, Chairman and Founder, DeepTech Naipunya Foundation, for his welcome address. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here at the first ever DeepTech Summit, Vizag, the AI and Cloud Summit 24. And we are honored to have esteemed guests with us today. Our chief guest, Dr. Ravi Shankar, IPS, Commissioner of Police. The guest of honor, Dr. Suresh Bhatha, Additional Director and Officer in Charge, STPI. Guest of honor, Sri Anil Kumar Temtu, CEO of APIS. Special guest, Lakshmi Mukaveli, President of IT Association of Andhra Pradesh, ITAB. And officers from Government of India, Government of Andhra Pradesh, industry experts from across India, members of the IT fraternity of AP, and startup enthusiasts, aspiring tech professionals, sponsors, the partners, volunteers, and members of the press, media, and ladies and gentlemen. So warm welcome. So to each of you to the first DeepTech Summit, that is AI and Cloud Summit, the flagship event of the DeepTech Naipunya Foundation. So this is our first event since the foundation inception in August 2023, with the operations commencing in December 2023. So we are delighted to see such a diverse audience representing various stages of life, and thank you for your esteemed presence. To understand why we are here and the purpose of the event, let's delve into what is DeepTech and what the DeepTech Naipunya Foundation stands for. See, any advancements within the community rely on innovation, and which we observe occurring in two different dimensions, the business side and the technology side. The DeepTech represents the model primarily based on the high-tech innovation in engineering and significant specific advances. Unlike the conventional model, which is we say business model, the focus is on incremental refinements and standardized technologies, where DeepTech emphasizes the transformative power of the technology innovation and its potential to catalyze the change. Now, what is DeepTech Naipunya Foundation? What is our vision? So it is a Section 8 company, which is a foundation and a non-profit organization. And we believe that the genuine innovation and the niche skilling, specialized skilling, what we say, are the cornerstones that can elevate India to the top spot in the global economy in the near future, maybe in the decade. So by implementing the strategic policies and initiatives and skilling and innovation, we aim to revolutionize the economic landscape of our nation. Then what is our mission? So to construct the innovation ecosystem by supporting incubation centers, center of excellences, organizing open challenges, hackathons, organizing nationwide acceleration programs. So this is our mission at a broad set. So through these initiatives, we provide startups and the other companies with the invaluable resources like mentorship, market access, and the funding connections, and to build the robust support systems. So we extend our reach across diverse groups, including students, startups, employees, and companies, fostering an entrepreneurial mindset. So furthermore, we identify talent gaps and collaborating with the skilling agencies to empower the unemployed through the targeted skilling programs. We operate mainly through the following three key initiatives and their respective divisions. So our DeepTech Naipunya Foundation focuses on, it has three divisions. One is DeepTech Global, which focuses on the innovation. There is a deep innovation. And the Naipunya, our name itself is DeepTech Naipunya Foundation. Our two core objectives, one is innovation, which we call as DeepTech, and we branded it as DeepTech Global. And the Naipunya, which is something, a Sanskrit word of skilling, the particularly niche skilling. The Naipunya part, the Naipunya division takes care of the niche skilling. And then we have events division. So that is where we are actually organizing the event, that is DeepTech Summits. That is a brand for our events division, particularly the bigger events like a summit of this standard kind of thing or much beyond. So those are the three key divisions of our foundation, and we just started with this particular summit first. So though we started in 2023, officially the foundation was incorporated in August 2023, we started our operations only in December 2023. And within a month we had a first event. I think it's only the starting step, and we had to see many events, not only in Visakhapatnam, across India. So today marks our first event, as I mentioned. I'm focusing the theme of AI and cloud. And again, at the same time, so deep tech means it's not just only AI and cloud. We have a lot of focus areas. Advanced semiconductors comes, cybersecurity comes into picture. It's all like where there is a deep technology innovation. So we identified a couple of focus areas, like almost like 10 focus areas we have listed to start working on it. Among these 10 focus areas, we feel like a low-hanging fruit or the way where we can reach people more because of its diverse usage is a AI and cloud, or I would say it's more of artificial intelligence. As we know, it's cross-cutting almost every sector and every domain. So that's why we picked up AI and cloud as the first initiative. So the going on, I think we'll be moving to the other initiatives also, like cybersecurity, Industry 4.0, and then other initiatives. Now here for this conference, for this summit, our speakers hailing from companies like Microsoft, JP Morgan, Ericsson, SAP, so many other big companies, bringing over 2 decades of experience in their respective fields. And they are not just experts in senior leadership roles, but they have a hands-on experience on the respective technologies. And today, as part of this summit, until 3 p.m., our focus is on the mainstream topics. General perception is, like this, the moment when we say deep tech, people generally think that, okay, it is something related to the startups. I don't deny it. Yes, it is definitely related to startup, but I believe innovation is not just for startups. Innovation is meant for the entire industry, and without innovation, companies cannot survive. So if you look at the summit focus, we cover the mainstream industry and also the startups. Until 3 p.m., the focus is more on the mainstream industry, which includes startups also. So particularly after 3 p.m. and we have focused sessions and focused fireside chat or keynotes, what we say, exclusively meant for the deep tech startups, particularly in the post-lunch session. And that's about the program. And official partners for this particular conference or the summit, we say, ecosystem partners, STPI, Software Technology Box of India, IIM Visakhapatnam, IIT Tirupati, NASSCOM, AMTZ, NRDC and APIs. They are all our ecosystem partners. Our international partner is Startup Runway, and where we promote our startups from India, so for their global presence and the global ecosystem presence. And our investment partners, and the both general partner and the managing partner will be there in the afternoon, Succeed Ventures, and association partners, ITAP. So I'm also the former president, and she's there, she's the current president. And ITAP and AP Chambers are the association partners. Universities, BIT AP, so BIT Amaravati, and Geetham, so Geetham University, Centurion University, Vignan University, and even BITS Pilani. So these are our university partners. Incubator partners, SKU, AIC, that is Anantapur AIC, and AHAB, that is which is there as part of the Andhra University and Medi Valley. So these are our official formal partners of this particular summit. And our sponsors, Fluent Grid, which is of course I don't want to go into the detailed sponsors. 21st Century Solutions, Sales Software, Amzo Technologies, Zinth, Ftronics, Centurion University, Quant Systems, and of course STPI, APAs and NRDC. Thank you for your generous financial support. So without further ado, let's kickstart our day. Please make the most of this event, and even afterward if you need any support. So for your innovation, feel free to reach out to our Deep Tech Global team, which is basically represents the innovation. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sridhar, for that warm and engaging welcome, and also throwing light on what DTNF is, how it functions, and introducing the focus areas of deep tech today. Your words have set the tone for what promises to be an enriching and engaging event. Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to take the pleasure of inviting our special guest, Ms. Lakshmi Mukavali, President ITAP, for her address. Welcome, ma'am.
Distinguished guests on the dais, the Commissioner of Police, Dr. Ravi Shankar. Looks like we are missing him. Hopefully he'll return soon. Shri Anil Kumar Tentu, CEO, APIS. Dr. Suresh Bhatha, Additional Director of STPI. Shri Sridhar Kosraju, President, DTNF. And esteemed speakers, industry leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. It's a privilege to be here amongst you for this Deep Tech Learning Summit of AI and Cloud. Today we have all come together for this AI Cloud Summit to explore the forefront of innovation and technological advancement. The discussions will be the platform to understand the profound impact that artificial intelligence and cloud computing are having on our world. It is abundantly clear that these technologies will serve as the bedrock of our industry evolution, offering boundless opportunities to elevate our capabilities, transform our operations, and shape a brighter future for generations to come. Automation and digitization are not merely buzzwords. They represent the seismic shifts that demand our attention and adaptation. As leaders in the IT ecosystem, it is incumbent upon us to embrace change, foster innovation, and pioneer new frontiers of possibility. In recent years, we have witnessed an unprecedented acceleration in the development and adoption of AI technologies, from virtual assistants on our smartphones to sophisticated algorithms powering autonomous vehicles. AI has permeated almost every aspect of our daily lives. Its ability to analyze vast amounts of data, recognize patterns, and make decisions with increasing accuracy is reshaping industries, revolutionizing business processes, and fundamentally altering the way we interact with technology. At the heart of this AI revolution lies the power of cloud computing. The cloud has become the backbone of AI innovation, providing the scalability, flexibility, and computational resources necessary to train and deploy advanced machine learning models by harnessing the immense computational power of cloud infrastructure. Organizations can leverage AI to unlock new insights, drive efficiencies, and deliver unprecedented value to their customers. However, with this incredible potential comes a myriad of challenges and considerations. As we push the boundaries of AI, we must remain vigilant about the ethical implications of our creations. From issues about data privacy and security, we must navigate these complex ethical dilemmas with care and responsibility. While these technologies hold the promise of driving economic growth and improving quality of life, they also raise concerns about job displacement, digital divide, and the need for upskilling and reskilling our workforce to thrive in this digital age. And I think we just heard Mr. Kosaraju that the DeepTech Foundation is going to be working on that scaling too. The importance of continuous learning and professional development in navigating the complexities of the digital age is imperative. As AI and cloud technologies become increasingly pervasive, the need for skilled professionals with expertise in these areas will only intensify. It is incumbent upon us to invest in ourselves and our teams, equipping ourselves with the knowledge and skills needed to thrive in this rapidly evolving landscape. In this summit, we have the opportunity to delve into these critical topics, exchange insights, and collaborate on shaping the future of AI and cloud computing responsibly. Together, we can harness the transformative power of these technologies to drive innovation, foster inclusive growth, and create a better future for all. So before I close, I would just like to mention with immense gratitude that Sridhar is a real visionary, pioneering with passion in this deep tech space and trying to create awareness in the state of AP. Thank you very much, Sridhar, for that. So let us all have a great day of learning and embark on this summit with the spirit of collaboration, innovation, and responsibility. Thank you.
Ma'am, for your enlightening address. From successes to challenges tagged to AI and our mindful vigilance. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest of honor, Mr. Anil Kumar Tentu, CEO ABIS, to the stage as he presents his address. Welcome, sir.
Good morning to the dignitaries on the dais, especially to Sridhar Kosaraju garu, who got us all together through DeepTech Inaugural Foundation. In fact, you are a pillar of strength and support for us, for all our activities, which we have taken from the time I took charge, probably from last year. And again, Suresh Garu, is always stood with us from the central government side. And ma'am, she has taken over recently, and still Lakshmi Garu has always been supporting us in the women entrepreneurship programs that we have been spearheading. She has been guiding us as well. And to all the dignitaries who are present in front of me, and fellow incubators, startups, and other dignitaries who are attended from colleges, my colleague Professor Godreddy Garu. So all of you, I extend a warm welcome once again. It's indeed a pleasure to stand in front of you and talk on such an interesting topic. You know, both AI and cloud computing is a deadly combination. The convergence of it will take us far and wide. You've seen how it has been revolutionizing the technologies of late. Everybody today are forced to use it, and in the startup ecosystem also, it is enabling the entrepreneurs, innovators to utilize this on a very massive scale. When I started reading, probably last 2-3 days, when I was asked to speak, I was seeing how it started. And if you remember well, the very idea of computers has started from World War II. It goes beyond that. But World War II was mainly won by the invention of the computers. The father of computers, probably you can say Alex Turing, had made an interesting comment. He said, "Can machines think?" So today, when we are here and we are talking after 70 years, not only machines think, but they outsmart humans also. They're crossing beyond what is human intelligence. That is why we're going beyond artificial intelligence. Today, the call of the day is generative intelligence. So if you look at that, how rapidly they are changing. And the debate is on whether shall we allow AI or GI to go beyond. Because when you start looking, I was reading an act, the European Union has come up with a recently Artificial Intelligence Act. I downloaded it yesterday, trying to read it, how it can be relevant for us. Even US also, I think probably Murligar can correct me from Falcon X. They had come out with a restraint orders on AI and its deployment. Because at the same time, when you talk about AI, we should also talk about its sustainability and also how it is going to adapt for future generations. So the rapid technological disruptions that we're talking, which is leading us to a new revolutions, disrupting traditional businesses and going beyond, has altogether casted a new meaning, throwing up a world of opportunities. When we talk from AP Innovation Society standpoint, we are currently working with 44 plus incubators across AP. We are associated with all of them, and we are working with IIT Tirupati on precision technologies. I am Vizag on women entrepreneurship, IIB on sustainable energies, then again SRM VIT. VIT is partnering with us on cyber security. So a host of other institutes are all coming together, and we are in the process of setting up all these emerging and deep technologies to go beyond a point of having center of excellences. My strong idea is that if you have a center of excellence, everything can come around that hub. From the time I took charge also, I'm trying to propel this concept of having a hub of innovation. As recently as last week, we had pitching from few startups who are trying to do digital twinning. So if you look at these kind of products that are coming up, and Vizag being the hub of innovation ecosystem for AP, why I say is that out of the 2,000 startups that we are working, we have close to 750 startups from Vizag. 1/3 hails from Vizag itself. So it is the potential point for all of you to touch base with. And as in the ecosystem builder and promoting the startups and innovators, we also work with these emerging techs. We are trying to promote them in a massive scale. You think of AI, it is mainly predominant in it's predominant in all the spheres, but either be it healthcare, education, or like fintech or agri-tech, we are all using it in a massive scale. You look at medtech. I was speaking to Commissioner of Police Garu. Sir, I knew him before as well when I was working in my previous postings. So, sir is a medical expert. He's a doctor, and then he was talking on promoting the medtech. So we have a couple of startups which are working on medtech mainly. A friend of mine has started, for example, I'm telling it because he came out from army, and then he started his own startup. Today he's put more than 50 CR into it, and they're building a platform where it is competing, trying to bring everybody together. In a sense, you have the doctors, you have the patients, you have the labs, and they're using cloud technology to put that. The way you download a Google photo, you can go back, if you want a photo in 2013, you're on Google Photos, you can go back and download that. But it's not the same case with a medical record. You want to have a medical record downloaded, it is not available. It will be there in parts and pieces. Suppose you go to another doctor, he'll ask, are you in another city, in Mumbai or Delhi? You want your data, it is not available. So he's trying to integrate that kind of things. So there is quite a lot to do. Why is it possible and how is it possible? You can see he's working with AWS and getting it integrated. Similarly, there's too many case studies. For example, you get into agri-tech. Recently, we're working with HIFA International, who are working for hunger and poverty eradication. USAID people had come. We'd done a biosala meet in Rajahmundry. And in fact, they got a lot of FPOs integrated there. With the support of STBI, recently our Secretary Kola Garu had a meeting in Vijayawada. We thought of converting our incubation facility in Rajahmundry, in Kakinada, which is about Southern SFT, a part of it, into Center of Excellence on Agri-Tech. There they again said, why can't we add animal husbandry and livestock to it? So because we are working on that, as per instructions of the Secretary Garu, we want to convert it into an Agri-Tech COE. If any startups or professors or somebody are working on it, I think Kodreddy Garu is an expert on that. So I can take their suggestions and build that into next level. And Suresh Garu is here. They already promised us to set it up. Similarly, we are coming up with a super fab lab in Tirupati. The government of AP is willing to give space. And again, another fab lab in Vijayawada. We want to strengthen them. Here also, we want to utilize the technologies. Wherever people are coming forward, we want to set it up. Either could be on cybersecurity, the challenge is currently on. Probably in another 2 weeks' time, again with the support of the police department. Ravishankar sir also, when he was additional DGP, he helped us in giving the problem statements. So we took the problem statements from the department and asking the startups to do a use case for them. So likewise, there are umpteen opportunities. For example, AI could actually make it user-friendly, automate, and cost-effective. You look at cloud computing, they give a platform for you, and also there is easily scalable when you use those platforms. So when we mix both, when I heard the topic, I found it to be very interesting, because generally they're a bit apart, but Sridhar got them together, and then it's very interesting to be here today. And for some, I take the liberty of saying for some time I might be missing out. Our Joint Director Lavanya is here. You can connect with her. Also, Sridhar is our extended arm, so you can be in touch with them. And I already met Vinay Garu from Microsoft, Murli Garu from Falconex. So we request anybody want to associate and work with us. So it is not just working with AP Innovation Society, we're working with the entire Andhra Pradesh, all the 44 incubators, Ravi Sarepalli Garu, Amit Chauhan from VAT, and I see Surendra Garu, who is TPO president. So a lot of big wigs who are heading different organizations are here. And I request, let's collaborate and take these deep technologies further forward, because we have to, as I said, it should be a sustainable and development approach where startups, incubators, it's just not for startups only, as Sridhar was talking, it could be for industry. Ramakrishna Garu is here from electronics. Sir, so I request everybody to take this opportunity and thank DeepTech and Sridhar Garu for bringing every one of us together on a similar platform for convergence and development of the ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anil, for the insightful address highlighting the continuous involvement of AI through decades and the support of APIS to foster innovation. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to present before you our guest of honor, Dr. Suresh Phata, Additional Director, STPI. Sir, request you to please address the gathering with your perspective. Welcome.
Industry friends, incubators, startups, a very good morning to all of you. First of all, congratulations to Sridhar Garu for starting this DeepTech Naipunya Foundation, a Section 8 company. Let us all give a big round of applause to Sridhar Garu for this initiative. This is the first program. I think it will go in a long way. So this kind of events are very essential for the city like Visakhapatnam. In fact, Vizag is going very well in terms of the IT industry. Since last 2 years after Anil Garu taking charges for APIS, the momentum of startup ecosystem got changed. So we all worked together. We brought all incubators together, and almost like, if I'm not wrong, 40 incubators in Andhra Pradesh. So that is a good sign. We are having very good ecosystem. So I think we have very good talent. So there is a huge opportunity in terms of the startups. So let us all work together to make Andhra Pradesh as a startup destination. In fact, you may be aware that since last 3 decades, STPI is working for the promotion of the IT industry, the main objective that we are taking to promote the IT industry in India. If you look into the numbers, in the year 1991, the market was very small. Only 50 crores, 52 crores of export was done from the India. Today, if you see, in 22-23, that IT exports went to 8 lakh crores. 8 lakh crores. So that kind of phenomenal export business is happening from India because of the talent we have in India. So now we changed. So as Honorable Prime Minister has taken a call to make India as an entrepreneur destination. So we have seen that Startup India scheme has been started in the year 2016. Today we have almost like 1,25,000 DPIIT registered startups. So as we belongs to the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, our MIT also has taken a scheme called National Policy and Software Products to support almost like 10,000 startups, and we have created a 5,000 crores of a corpus fund. So as an organization under STPI, so to take it forward, we have created 23 COEs and 12 NGIS locations to support the startups. So in that connection, we are already supporting 1,200 startups in various locations. We have COEs, domain-specific COEs. For example, in Hyderabad, we have Gaming and Animation COE. In Chennai, we have FinTech COE. In Bangalore, we have IoT COE. And in Pune, we have Automotive Engineering COE. And in Bhubaneswar, we have AR/VR COE. And in Lucknow, we have MedTech COE. Okay, in Mohali, we have Artificial Intelligence COE. Like that, across in India, we have different domain-specific COEs. And in Northeast region also, we have 8 COEs. And specifically, we started last year a COE in Visakhapatnam by name Kalpataru COE, and it works on Industry 4 technologies. It is almost like deep technologies. So where we collaborated with RINL here, and also we have API is also one of the partner to support that Industry 4 COE. So the uniqueness of this particular COE is we are taking the problem statements from the PSUs. Already RINL has given some problem statements where different startups, they are working on that. And now Hindustan Shipyard Limited, they also partnered with the STPI. They have given 5 problem statements that where the startups, they work on that. And also I invite the industry friends, industry also who are working with different industry. They can also bring up with bring some problem statements. Okay, if you can give the problem statements to STPI so that STPI can run the open challenge programs to support the startups. So in that way we can support the startup so that it can means automatically if some problem statement is there, 50% of the startup job is already completed. So whatever, say for example today the startup journey is very critical, say from the ideation stage to the product development. So the product what the startup is developing, it can be a baby to him, but it cannot be a baby to everyone. So once if that problem, once it comes into the market, then only the success, the value of the product depends. So most of the, almost like 50% of the startups are becoming success in developing the products. But whereas after developing the products, when it comes to the business and when it comes to the scaling, there the problem is arising. So almost like less than 10% of the startups are only getting success because of the lack of startup ecosystem. So in Andhra Pradesh, we are having that very good startup ecosystem. So with this kind of different incubators, if they work together in order to support the startups, I think the startup success rate can be increased. And now one more thing, like as I given a call, like if the industry people, they are having the problem statements, so that if they can approach to us, so that we can create many solutions on behalf of the industry. And one more advantage with the deep tech technologies of the industry 4 is like to become a unicorn also, it takes very less time. If at all, it is a normal kind of startup, it may take minimum 5 to 7 years to become a unicorn. Whereas if you take into the deep technology that are involved, it may take almost like 3 years. So as a whole, it is very much essential, like working together to make the success of the startups. So now DeepTech Naipunya is a platform where it can help the startups. So I wish this DeepTech Naipunya in all ways will support the startups. I want industry people to connect with this DeepTech Naipunya, and also STPI support is always there to DeepTech Naipunya. And finally, I want to conclude this by saying that this program should not be a kind of another day, another program. I want who attended this program as to support this particular foundation, and also how we can work together and how we can turn this normal startup into a success startup. So the road to success is not that much easy. We have to construct continuously. I feel that in the construction part we all needs to be work together. So there is a standard slogan every time we are going to tell, like what is that? Connect, okay, collaborate, and celebrate. So I say that connection, simple word, is not sufficient. Continuous connection is very important. So I wish let us all continuously connect to make the to make this Andhra Pradesh as a startup destination. Thank you all.
Thank you for the encouraging words, Dr. Suresh, and for sharing the great support STPI is providing to startups. I am a startup co-founder and a testimonial of the support STPI has provided. Ladies and gentlemen, I deem it a great privilege to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Ravi Shankar, IPS, Commissioner of Police, Visakhapatnam City. Let's hear it loud for Dr. Ravi Shankar and welcome him on stage.
Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to be associated with a function like this where something really out of the world, I mean, basically coming from a medical background and now a cop, and asked to speak something on AI and cloud. It is something quite challenging actually for me at this stage. But I'm sure you'll, whatever I speak before you today will be based on my experience in policing over the last 30 years and my experience in the medical field, because I have a medical degree and then happen to be the CEO of Arogyashri program here, and I was also the drug controller for the state of Andhra Pradesh. So, dantlo nunchi vachina anubhavalu gurinchi I just want to talk to you. I also happen to work in NIA, National Investigation Agency, for 5 years. I was the head of the southern headquarters, handling all terror cases, terror finance, and various other things. So there is a whole lot of application for artificial intelligence and cloud-based services and things like that. And of course, a whole lot of things where inter-speciality linkages are again a major challenge actually, because to come out with something fruitful, we cannot really function in silos, be it within the medical specialties or within the police department or for that matter anything. So artificial intelligence is something, you know, which throws out unimaginable leads and and things which a human being really cannot visualize, because we face such challenges in the police department. And just to share some of the experiences before I begin, Mr. Kosaraju has been helping the police department in various ways, and today DeepTech, Naipunya, whatever your summit, I'm sure this will continue to extend helping hand to the police department in the coming days. Police department, as you all know, has been functioning in silos. Meer andaru kuda bhayapadtaru police vallato maatladaniki. Similarly, మేము కూడా మా పనిలోనే magnamai, we are just lost in our own world, because every day there are crimes and there is prosecution, there is court and family and things like that, so we are also lost. I have been interacting with the various startup companies here and there in my last 30 years of policing experience, and done good bit of work with the
Being a cop, yes, emergency things to handle. From the morning, I think there are a couple of cases, important cases he has to address. With the kind of relation what we have, and he has come, and we thank so much. And just I wanted to share, because I've been closely working with him for the last 4 months. I just wanted to share a few things about him, and I hope he'll join again in the next couple of minutes. And he's the only, I think, as he has already mentioned, he's a medical doctor by profession, and then he got into this particular IPS, and then he's in ADGP rank, Additional Director General of Police rank, and soon he's going to be into the DGP rank anytime. So that is his current ranking and all. And when it comes to these awards, I'm not sure whether we displayed the awards or not. The national and international awards, if you look at, and he has won at least 20 awards. 20 national and international awards, and he is only cop in the entire United Andhra Pradesh, not only in this bifurcated Andhra Pradesh, in the entire United Andhra Pradesh, to receive President Police Gallantry Award, first award, and he won that award, I think, 20 years back. In the entire United Andhra Pradesh, he was only one. Of course, there are a couple of people with the Police Gallantry Awards, but there's no one with the President Police Gallantry Award. Like that, he won many awards and all. And yeah, sorry sir, I'm just trying to prepare for you.
This is what happens in a cop's life and a doctor's life also. So rendu anubhavanchi, I just thought today I'll share some of the experiences. I happen to be investigating a lot of cases, terror cases. I mean, those days, you must have heard about some Indian Mujahideen module and HP. They were continuing to do a lot of blasts all across, be it the financial capital Bombay, then Hyderabad, Bangalore, Electronic City, and various other places. So in the course of investigating those cases, we were at total loss. Why I am telling you all this? There is immense, probably possibility for AI and DeepTech to help and come in the aid of policing. Lot of databases available. You will not believe. Agada prati galilo velli aa CCTV footages ani teesi ekkada Zaveri Bazaar Bombay ade vidhanga mana Dilshuk-Nagar Hyderabad lo, because we have to find out who they are, because they are also advanced in the sense they don't want to leave behind any footprint. And they are also guided by big fellows like the tech guys. They are also guided by the tech guys, whereas we are not guided. You see the paradox. And place like Bangalore, Electronic City, Bombay, financial capital, then Hyderabad, it sends a very wrong message. You will not believe the number of CCTV footages and cameras sab leke aake dal diya pura, and a huge lot of data to be analyzed. Tower dump. You know what a tower dump is? All of us keep calling, this tower, how many. So like that, terabytes and terabytes of data. And those days, that is 2010 to 15, I was there. So it was a huge challenge. IPDR details, Internet Protocol data records, అవి అన్నీ తీసుకొచ్చి పెట్టేసి అది మాత్రమే కాదు, a lot of other data sets, So all of them were put before us, and it was a huge challenge to handle all these things. Appudu technology also, artificial intelligence, visual analytics, and then the link tool analysis, link, all these things. Apart from that, we also had a huge lot of bank transaction, Western Union, and you talk about it, huge lot of data set. And we were totally at loss. And luckily we happened to stumble upon some of the critical leads, and then from there we caught on and kind of did a reverse engineering, and then we could really narrow down on that. But time is of essence. Why? Because they can again repeat it. They can again do it. There will be loss of life, loss of face of National Investigation Agency. You call it the National Investigation Agency, but you don't have these things. Similarly, I was investigating the Italian Marines case. Italian Marines, they shot at our fishermen from Kerala. And we were at loss because then we tried to get the satellite images and things like that. Now, satellite images alone will not do. There are a lot of other data sets which are required. So they gave us the GIS, GPS data, so many other things, all the fishes, all the ships moving around in the Arabian Sea, who is in the international waters, because the laws are different for international waters and for your waters. So like that, huge lot of applications. That is where we happen to we happen to tie up with some of the tech agencies, and in the due course over the last 5 to 7 years, now we have something which is of relevance. They have taken a lot of domain experience from all of us with respect to the challenges that are emerging in policing. Okay, and now they have come out with various softwares and things like that, so that we march ahead with the investigation and also bridge the gap between policemen, prosecutors and the court. Because if there is a gap, because we do the whole lot of investigation, after investigating we put the matter before the public prosecutor, because he is the guy who is going to present in the court of law. He is the guy who is going to present in the court of law. If he is not able to present properly, then again it is a huge challenge. All your effort goes in vain. Whereas on the other side, you will have a battery of lawyers who will really do their job very well. Young Nalsar guys, all of them will be there. They will do a very, very good job. So these were the challenges that we faced in NI. Apart from that, the current challenges related to deep fakes and various other issues related to copyright laws. People are talking about, you also must have read about various cases which are emerging, because the technology is very rapidly progressing, but the law is lagging behind, be it with respect to, say, deep fakes or copyright violations. ChatGPT and all that, you must have heard of the case between Microsoft and New York Times. They used all the New York Times data for training the ChatGPT model. So we don't have any law as of now in India. Copyright laws are there. Many are blissfully ignorant about all that, and then it is not being tested. So like this, various challenges are emerging actually. So I urge you all to actually work along with the police department, because somehow there is a fear of interacting with the judges, fear of interacting with the police, and these are the two departments which are really left behind. You guys are taking up by various other departments, agriculture, space, anni. It is a big challenge, I tell you. 5 crore cases are pending, man. 5 crore cases. 5 crore cases. If you guys apply your mind, I am telling you, after all, see, health sector also, I will give a small snippet about that later. 5 crore cases are pending. They are pending at various stages in various courts. Can't you come up with a small logic? What is, after all, AI? You come up with a small logic which, you screen the cases. The cases, how do they judge the cases? Some evidence, physical, scientific evidence, or oral evidence, circumstantial, ఇట్లాంటిది ప్రతిదానికి కొంత వెయిటేజ్ ఇచ్చేసి scientific evidence, if it is there, It is foolproof. I mean, there is nothing else required. Say there is a dispute of parentage. If the DNA evidence is there, if there is a rapist, the DNA evidence is there, which is linked. If that is a yes, automatically then the judgment must go against the accused. You don't have to spend 100 years of coming, going, absent, warrant, summons, vayada, gida, idanta avasarama. It's not required. So if such things, because why 5 crore cases are pending in this country? So I'm sure the entire database, if that is there, and you guys can come out with, you screen, I'm sure half the cases will go. Okay? And then you can also screen the cases which can go for appeal, which should not go for appeal. Some logic. If there is an issue of constitutional issue, where the big brains, judges have to sit and talk and discuss, screen, all of them will come out. If still there is something, there can be a small appellate body. Otherwise the judges are crying, the prosecutors are crying, police is crying, and public anyway is crying, they are sick. So this is how we have not been able to progress in the criminal justice system, and the way the litigation, because the awareness levels and things have, grown by leaps and bounds, and somehow we are totally at loss, because there is no fusion between the technocrats and the judiciary or the police. Just baith ke thoda der study karoge, if you study the whole damn system, I am sure within 6 months you guys can crack the whole damn thing logically, sensibly, and debate it in the parliament and then pass the appropriate legislations. It will do immense good for the people. Why? You see, there is political interference. There are rowdies coming. Machines don't lie. I am sure you'll all agree with that. Machines don't lie. But we guys can. The lawyers can. They can be purchased. You know how the criminal justice system is. So here is a huge role. 5 crore cases. Imagine. Out of that, you will be astonished. 2 lakh cases are pending for more than 30 years. Is this the way to deliver justice? So that is where the apathy of all of you is a fact. I don't know why. Probably you make more money in investing in other technical innovations with respect to, say, agriculture or transport or aviation and things like that. But you guys have totally neglected this. So think about it and talk to us. Talk to us. We'll change our uniform and come, but then you guys should talk to us. There's immense scope. Say for instance, now you bring the terrorist. You think the terrorist will confess everything? Okay, aapko dekh ke pura, he will tell, yes, I only did how I did and all that. No, they don't. So here comes the role of, a small bit I'm talking with the policing experiences, so artificial intelligence. You place the guy there and then you have sensors, they study the facial expressions and things like that, the behavior, replies, and huge lot of interrogation techniques are there, tools you administer, see his responses, and it will tell whether the guy is telling a lie or not. For lie detection there is something else, and then beyond that also there are various other tools which have come about. They look at the eyes, eye movement, and various other parameters, which are really scientific. And once you load the data and test it, I'm sure it'll all evolve, and you'll have a real, better what you call the significance of the output from the AI-based tool. This is just one small facet I'm talking about. There are a huge lot of applications in policing. My experience with the health sector, huge lot of experience for patient care and all that. You talk about telemedicine and integrated approach to a guy, because an old man may be suffering from various other ailments, but his manifestations may be just with a fever, or he may be feeling giddy and things like that. But the holistic approach and things like that for the care of the patients, remote access and all that, places like Uttarakhand and hilly areas and all that, it is very difficult to have doctors, ophthalmologists, all the specialists to be made available there. So huge lot of applications with respect to this. While I was CEO for Arogyashri, I told our guys, to create something called, a kiosk, which measures. Good old days, we used to stand on that every railway platform, we used to find one weighing machine, I don't know, with those twinkling lights and everything. So we used to go and stand there. So similarly, we can design a kiosk, which you just children can go and stand, or old, everybody can go and stand on that, and you can, it'll, with the sensors, it'll catch your blood pressure, pulse, BMI hai ya nahi, overweight, obesity hai ya nahi, bachon mein, hamare mein, whatever it is, it creates a lot of health awareness and things like that. It should be made mandatory for all schools, colleges, everybody. And it's very simple. And once you know that, yes, Ravi Shankar is obese, Pula Shankar is diabetic, that fellow is hypertensive, it sits into the conscience, and it kind of builds a culture of health. Culture of health, we start talking at young age. Yes, maavadiki BP undi, maavadiki obesity undi, ammai puberty time lo weight perigipoyindi. Various other things, and then you become conscious of it. People start talking about it. Otherwise, nobody knows. Nobody knows the three biggest killer diseases: diabetes, sugar, and this obesity, and of course anemia. So these 4 or 5 things are there, which can be tested with a kiosk. Anyway, if you stand on a machine, it tests your weight, and then the girth and all that can be seen, and then it will show whether you are obese for your age or not. Similarly, if you touch some of these sensors, it will show your pulse, oxygen saturation. Anyway, we all used it very extensively during COVID. So blood pressure also you will get to know. So various other things like this can be designed, by which it is also a preventive health. So huge lot of applications, not only in the operation theatre or in the non-invasive, pinhole camera surgeries and all are coming up. A whole lot of issues, a whole lot of challenges as well as issues, because once you innovate, challenges with respect to the legal challenges, responsibility, all these also come into picture. So you guys also must take the legal guys along with you, because tomorrow the doctor performs a surgery, or if the kiosk gives a wrong reading based upon which you start a treatment. Somebody can challenge and say, my daughter was put on something like that, some drugs, because your kiosk showed this. Okay? So that is why, for any innovation for that matter, you all must take the legal guys also along, and leftovers like us also along. Otherwise, the society doesn't stand to, it should not be purely business minded, okay? So I always say, any amenity, any AI tool or anything that you provide must be affordable, accountable, accessible, and one more A, I'm forgetting, affordable, available. It should be available to the poor man and everything. That is why I talk about kiosk and things like that, which you can make it widely accessible to everybody all across the nation. Okay? So I don't think when what's his name, Alan Turing and who is the other guy? John McCarthy. Yeah, these guys, when they were the founders probably of this artificial intelligence. So when they started all these things, I don't think they ever thought that it will be such a big disruption and things like that. And of course now Elon Musk and who are the other guys, Stephen Hawking. I read somewhere they were predicting that it will be the end of human civilization and things like that on the darker side. But then we have to really harness these things so that all of us stand to benefit and put the technology on the right side. I'm sure this conference, which you all have come from far and wide, will be richly benefited, and the initiative taken by Mr. Kosaraju under this DeepTech innovation will put you all in the right perspective, and we'll all march ahead. Thank you.
For your insights, for your subtle sense of humor, and for the experiences you shared. They were truly impressive and showcased wisdom, serving as a beacon of leadership that inspires us all to strive for a better future. Thank you once again for your presence. It has added immense value to the event, sir. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and esteemed partners, I am thrilled to share with you a significant milestone in our journey towards innovation and collaboration. To Today marks a momentous occasion for DeepTech Naipunya Foundation and Andhra Pradesh Innovation Society as they come together to formalize a partnership that will shape the future of technological advancements through the signing of a MOU. I would like to invite Mr. Sridhar Kosaraju, Chairman and Founder, DTNF, and Mr. Anil Kumar Tentu, CEO APIS, to step forward and solidify this historic partnership by signing the MOU in the presence of our chief guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar, IPS, and the dignitaries on the dais.
Rafi, थोड़ा बाहर
This photograph will reflect the unity and collaboration driving our shared vision for innovation and progress. Requesting Lavanya ma'am to join us on stage.
Rafi, ना रे
Thank you so much, everyone. Now we would like to extend our gratitude through a memento to all our esteemed guests of honor, for which I would like to invite Mr. Srihari and Mr. Anand Krishnan on stage to please do the honors. I would now request Mr. Anand Krishnan to present the memento to Dr. Suresh Bhatta. My humble request to Mr. Srihari to felicitate Mr. Anil Kumar. Mr. Anand Krishnan requesting you to present our token of appreciation to Lakshmi ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone. I would now like to invite on stage Mr. Ravi Chandra Kolaru, Delivery Head Tech Mahindra, to please propose the vote of thanks.
Well, I think the eminent speakers have shared their vision, and the most complex task has been given to me to give my vote of thanks, right? So I would like to thank Dr. Ravi Shankar Garu, Suresh, Lakshmi Mukkavali Garu, on behalf of the organizing committee for gracing this occasion. But before that, I would like to share one more point. It's like inception to execution, which is normally we talk in the IT paradox. Since the time the thought of conducting something like this has come with Sridhar, he has come a long way in terms of trying to reach out to people, trying to reach out to eminent speakers, and how do we course correct this, how do we make it so easily understandable to a lot of people. So on this occasion, I would like to thank Anand and Srihari. Anand, I think phenomenal job done, and I would say like the job is half done, because this is the first step in this direction which you have started. So the result of good work will be more work. So thanks a lot to all the speakers who have spared their time and who have graced this occasion to be part of this first step in a direction in the journey towards creating awareness, including people, and trying to make a better society for all of us. Thank you all, and have a great day. And I would like to see more energetic sessions and vibrant participation. Thank you all.